And we're live, but I'm alone. It's Michael Cowan here for the WTF show. And this kind of reminds me of the time that we started this whole process. Because Brett and I wound up in a studio at Cliff Central, and we went live without a host. We were the two guests. In fact, I'm sure I can hear Brett bumbling in the background there.
That's so sad.
We're actually live, Brett. So if you would like to join the show, I've just actually started it. I've said hello. We're 30 seconds in, and you are late for your own show.
Mike.
Brett, we're live, dude. We are live. You
Sorry,
think I'm
guys,
joking?
I got caught up with, you'll never guess what I got caught up with.
A ping pong table?
No.
What?
The booze delivery.
Oh, really? But you went and got booze the other day, man.
This is Berry's Bottles. I try to support a bit of Barnson Country Club and a bit of Berry's Bottles, the local guys.
Oh, okay.
So I split the order between the two.
So, what does your wife do all day? Could she not
Cricket?
Exactly. Could she not go and get the booze for you whilst you were actually supposed to be on the show?
She's in her pajamas.
And your point being? Okay. So, Brett, we're talking about...
How many viewers do we have with us today? Real time.
It's one, but it's probably you.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I actually didn't promote this because I wanted to get the idea right. Because we're talking... No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. The AI. We're talking about the A in AI. A in AI.
Terrible. It's called I, like, what's the guy? FBI, you see?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember, Brett. I really can't remember.
So let's get into it. It's my favorite part, the A. And the reason why it's my favorite part is that the A is essentially the fun part of AI. It's once you've got all the operational bits in place, and hold on, let me just quickly pause here. Please don't do that now.
Is the fridge getting stopped?
Oh my God. Got the whole family involved while we do a live broadcast.
That's fine.
So it's the fun part of AI. It's once you've got all those operational bits in place that we spoke about in the last episode, making sure you've got your data silos removed and you've got this real-time data pipeline, you've got your real-time ML pipelines in place, you've got your compute and your applications all up there. Happy days. So the next part is really, what do you do now? Because essentially now you're ready to do artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
It's a pity that the actual artificial intelligence that's running the show is Mike, who seems to be playing with the sizes. And
I'm having a nightmare here. I thought I'd get you in here and add you to the show, but for some reason, it's just not playing fun with me. I'm not winning.
So you can just watch Mike while that happens instead of me. And so this A starts at the top. First step is you've got to get kind of your head into the game of how you can use artificial intelligence. And I think the best way to think about it is think about where you're using artificial intelligence at the moment. I love using the example of Google, as you all know. I'm Google Befork. So the first step is think about when you do a search query. As you're typing, this engine's trying to predictively guess what the completion of that sentence will be. There's some AI. When you use maps, they're trying to forecast and figure out in the future when you will get there based on a whole lot of different things, based on traffic volumes, routes, accidents, what other cars have done over that same period of time, over the same season, all that kind of stuff. So AI is essentially built into all of these modern toolings. Facebook, for instance, that news feed of yours, the more you use it, the more you're training the algorithm to deliver you the type of content you want. So if you're getting absolutely tired of your current news feed with the same bullshit that's going on in the world, I'll give you advice. Stop following all these crazy news outlets. Start, take them all out of your stream and start consuming your friends' content, and all of a sudden your news content will start retraining itself and adapting itself. So AI is everywhere. AI is in the ability to guess when Uber Eats is going to deliver your food, and note how difficult that is. There's so many different human interactions where the driver might end up chatting to the person at the Nando's, for instance, or Steers, kind of saying to you, they're having a bit of a chat, which might take 2-3 minutes longer than normal. And it's trying to work out the human interaction. So humans really make AI incredibly complex. So right at the top of the A is start trying to understand what elements you're going to use. What do you want to solve? What problems do you want to solve with AI? Now your data is accessible. Now your applications are all accessible. What problems are you going to scale? And once you start doing that, you can start seeing there's a whole lot of predetermined solutions that are in the market, ranging from my absolute favorite, the AI call center agents. It's been around for 2 years, this technology. Being able to have an artificial voice answer your call, have a discussion with you, and understand what they need to solve. So if it's frequently asked questions or a lot of the kind of high volume stuff, it'll automatically resolve it for you. Or if it can't handle it, it'll hand it over to a human being. And even in the human being side, it can listen to the call, provide the call center agent with the right types of responses, with the best quality service or response that they can get. So it helps, start tailoring the user experience that you want in your call center. And it's been around for about 2 years, this technology. And again, it's getting better and better because the engines are learning different circumstances, different products, different industries. So that's super exciting. The easiest one is automating your processes. Mike and I love Monday.com. Absolute massive fans of it. And sometimes we feel like every day is a Monday in a good way. And what we do is we essentially digitalizing our processes, from HR processes, onboarding processes, accounting processes, sales processes. We've digitalized it all. And what you're able to then do is start applying artificial intelligence, whether it's scanning a PDF document that's coming in through your sales channel and automatically pulling out a bunch of information and maybe doing a credit vet on it. That's where AI can start having an effect. You can start using AI to look at the processes that you're running, to make them more optimal. You can use predictive algorithms to start saying, you know what, I'm actually going to recommend during the sales process different product sets based on like-minded customers. So a lot can be done around using AI in your process automation, both internally and externally. So super fun area, lots going on there, lots of technologies. But again, you need to have the basics in place. You can then start getting into the really cool stuff. If you're an executive, to start understanding the predictive nature of a decision. Imagine if you had the ability to start saying, well, if I made this decision based on where we're going to invest our money, what would be the likely outcome? Instead of just using your gut, you actually have the data in place that can tell you the impact of that decision. So this predictive decisioning, I think, is going to be super important, Mike. It gets me incredibly excited as an executive to be able to have, that additional data point that'll help you make faster decisions, especially in these times of COVID-19, right?
Totally.
Then I guess finally, if you get all of this in place, and this is probably the hardest part, let's fast forward 2 years. The UI, the interface to your business, is most likely going to be a conversational user interface. And what I mean by that is you'll be having a chat to an artificial voice that'll probably be on an earbud, and you'll be requesting it to do a whole lot of stuff, whether it's booking meeting rooms internally, allocating resources, getting reports, firing off different processes, exactly like you would with your Siri or with your Google Assistant or your Amazon Echo. You'll be firing these instructions as we get more familiar with voice. And in parallel, you've got chat, which will be a text form. And we're seeing the chat world explode as people are confident in this world of chat to fire instructions and get responses. So you're going to see your whole business is going to start to be essentially not managed by, but controlled by the user interface that is now conversational UI. And I think if you understand that, as you start building these processes, your end goal in the next 2 years is that. And it's all achievable. It's all achievable now, but it's going to take time to get all these different sets and processes in place. I just keep thinking about how amazing it would be if Mike had a conversational AI tool that said, please start this video broadcast and put in some sexy imagery in the beginning and do all my zooms out and focus on it at the right time rather than trying to do it with his mouse.
Well,
Imagine how good that would be.
I'm doing a good job for such an old chap, Brett. Really, I am.
Whoa, have you just admitted that you're an old chap?
Listen, I'm over 50, man. I may not look like it, and I don't have Botox on my face, but I am. I really actually am.
I'm so glad we're recording this. I'm so excited.
Well, I can't lie about my age.
You know what? I just want to make a very clear point. This is not a cup of Guinness. This is actually a cup of tea. I just suddenly realized now. Everyone's like, this is like casually getting hammered.
Yeah, well, I didn't understand a word you said, Brett, so it's okay.
What, that's a cup of Guinness?
No, exactly. And on that Guinnessy note, swiftly on. Thanks, Brett. I mean, I think it's a critical framework that we've just gone through. And it's just us watching this video, so it's a good start. Maybe we'll get some views online.
I think we need to get into the habit of posting this way ahead, the link.
We do.
But we tend to do it an hour before. And it's just getting the noise out there and letting people know what it's like. So if you've liked this, please subscribe to the channel. You'll get an email as soon as we are set up with the link. And also, please share. Please let other people know if you're finding value. If you would like to contribute or you'd like to be on the show, ping us, reach out to us.
Love to have people on. Well, that's what I think the next step is here, Brett, because I'm tired of talking to you.
I noticed that, Mike. I saw you dozing off there in the background.
Yes, but you could see me. No one else could see me. See, that's the difference. Fantastic, Brett. I'll catch you on the roundabout then, man. I'm going to hit the finish button here. Boom, finish button, end broadcast.